Good evening, Hulsey Panthers. We have a couple of updates before we get back to learning. Welcome back. Tomorrow begins the third week of the second 9 week period. Remember, there are only 4 9 week periods in this school year. There will be 2 grading periods each semester. Students will take their ACPs, which are midterm assessments, in January after winter break. Common assessments for the second 9 week period will be next week, December 8th through the 11th. As school resumes tomorrow, if your child or someone living in your household has a cold or flu-like symptoms or tested positive for COVID, if you would please keep your child home for the next several days to monitor their symptoms. They can continue school online. Please ensure no one in your household is ill before sending your child to school. School for online learners begins every day at 8 o'clock, Monday through Friday. School for face-to-face learners begins at 7:45, Monday through Friday. Students must attend all Zoom classes Monday through Friday. All teachers conduct live lessons using Zoom every day, every class. Students should check their teacher's page for additional information. Should we have a teacher who's absent, the teacher will post on their Google Classroom specific instruction for their students. They will inform the students that there's no Zoom lessons today, as well as whatever the assignments are. If you have a student telling you that there's no Zoom lesson, you can verify that using your child's Google Classroom. Classes do not end until 3:40 p.m. Our virtual students have the same exact schedule as our face-to-face students. And so we don't have any early release days or times. Students should follow their class schedule. If your student is telling you that they are out of school at 1:10, that's not the case. Students have school until 3:40 every day. Attendance is taken every class period every day. If a student leaves early from class, they may be marked absent for that period. State law mandates that students attend class at least 90% of the time. And a student who fails to meet that 90% criteria will risk not receiving credit for that course, even if they have a passing grade. You can check your child's attendance through Parent Portal. Students should use Clever to access their Google Classroom and Zoom lessons. A lot of your students are having technology issues because students have downloaded the app, the Zoom app, and they should not be using the Zoom app. Students should use Clever to access their Google Classroom as well as their Zoom lessons. These are the Clever icons for students. Students who are accessing their Google Classroom will go into dallasisd.org, go to Clever, go to Google Classroom, and from Google Classroom, they can access their teacher's Zoom lessons. Students also have access to Student Portal, which they can check their attendance as well as their grades as well. These are examples of teachers' Google links. So this is where we want students to access their teachers' Zoom lessons is through their either Bitmoji or through their pages. Each teacher has pages that look very similar to this, where it provides their phone numbers, their email address, as well as their class time, as well as other information for students. Report cards will be mailed the entire year. And so we were going to use the address that you have on file entered in PowerSchool. At any time, if you want to check your child's grades, we ask that you use Parent Portal. Those of you who have not been able to utilize Parent Portal, here is a video that you can utilize to set up Parent Portal. If you have multiple students, you can link all of your multiple Dallas ISD students to one account so that you can toggle between each of your students' accounts. Here's an example of what a Parent Portal access would look like. If you are checking your child's attendance in Parent Portal, what you will see is RAE. That means that this student is a virtual learner and they were present on these particular days. At any time in any of these spaces, if you see the letter U, this will indicate an unexcused absence, and you should contact the school for additional information. Checking your child's grades in Parent Portal. You will go to grades and attendance, and you will look for cycle 1. We are currently in cycle 2, and then we will have a semester average. You also can receive email notifications through Parent Portal. You can decide which type of notifications you would like to receive, the frequency you would like to receive, as well as multiple email addresses you would like for this information to be emailed to. So if you would like the information to be emailed to mom, dad, grandmother, you will just simply type in all of those email addresses and you will separate them by commas. And you can put in as many as you like, as well as you can receive daily reports on your child's attendance, any school announcements, as well as their grades. If you have not been able to stay connected using our parent post in our class tag, there is a weekly communication that goes out. We ask that you receive that information via text message. And if you don't, if you would please call the main office and ask for Ms. Sanchez, and she will be able to provide you with additional support. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving break, and we'll see many of you tomorrow.